Right, welcome back everybody, hope you're all well. So for those that watched my last video, I was making up these sample boards with a little bit of like a texture on it for the wall in a barber shop. Now that filler's all dry, this is literally just a sample run, it's all guesswork. So I'm going to give this a little couple of coats of paint and see if I can make it have some sort of fancy effect on it. So I'll be painting this black, and I'm just using what I've got. I haven't gone out and bought nothing special for it because I just want to see what can be achieved really without spending too much money. So if I've got enough in there, I'm going to put a little bit of black satin across it, and then on top, stay there, bear with me, on top of it I'm going to spray a little bit of gold and just see if I can create that sort of texture where it's a little bit black and a bit gold. I've no real idea what I'm doing. I did years ago when I used to work on a firm, we used to do a lot of work in pubs, and some of them pubs would have the what do you call the paper, Lincruster. If any of you don't know what Lincruster paper is, it was a real thick heavy paper that they used to have in old pubs. And it had all the patterns and shapes, and it were very thick and ribbed, and that was filled with putty. So it's a bugger to put up, especially if you was doing the ceiling. Definitely a two-man job. So you basically have a roll of wallpaper with the embossed bits made out of putty, and that was called Lincruster. And sometimes on top of the Lincruster, you would have to decorate it, but in the fashion then was a thing called scumble glaze, and that almost made the paper look old before it was old, if you know what I mean. It almost gave it like a smoke stained tar. So I got a spider just coming down in front of my camera. I wonder if you'll pick him up. There he is, see him? It's old Itsy Bitsy. He's coming for a bit of action. We're not talking about spiders today, we're talking about paint. Unless you can paint, you can do one. But anyway, spider aside, yeah, this scumble glaze. So you'd put your base coat onto this paper, this sort of embossed paper, and then on top you'd sort of get a rag and you'd put this scumble glaze on, and that would give it that sort of antique-y look. And so that's the only real experience I've ever had with creating colours and textures. So I'm sort of going to try and do the same with this, but obviously I haven't gone out and bought scumble glaze just for a sample board. So I'm going to see what I can do with what I've got. So that's about it really. So I've been on a job that I've been on the last couple of days. It's just boring decorating. It's just literally white and magnolia. But I did have to change the door while I was there, which is this door, which I've painted it in the man shed. I've given it 2 coats of satin. Do you know, it's come out really nice actually. That was just the Leyland fast drying stuff. It's in a green tin, so it's Leyland water-based satin, but it's like the ultra fast drying or something like that. And I sprayed it last time, and it was a bit thick for spraying, but with a brush on, that has really come out nice. That's a primed door from Howdens, so it came primed. So I haven't touched it. All I've done, I've just put 2 coats of that stuff on it. Let's see if I can get you in a bit more shiny there. And that's come out really lovely. That's brush and roller, that is. Nothing fancy, just brush and roller. No Graco sprayer. That's really come out nice. So anyway, I'm going to fit that maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll definitely be fitted Thursday. So if you want to see how my door fitting skills are, you can watch me there. So that's that. Tomorrow I've got to go out tomorrow morning and fit a handrail down the staircase for someone. Basically, they've got they're an older couple, and they've not been in the best of health lately, the pair of them. So when I can, I just help them out really. I pop round here in the summer and cut the grass for them, and just little bits and pieces really, just helping them out. But what they've done, they've had to have one of the stair lifts put in, and where the stair lift comes down the staircase, the handrail that is there, it's not wide enough. The thing is created like too small a gap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the old handrail and just move it up a touch, so the stair thing has got enough sweep to go around. So I won't film that. There's not much to film there, and I doubt if I can really film anything there. But what I can film is me having to go up painting this. So I'm going to get on and try that, and we'll see what results we get. I've just put a drop of water in this. There isn't a lot in this tin. Look, it's the remnants really. So I'll just put a little drop of water in it just to make it move about a bit. It's a wee bit lumpy. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but we'll have a go. Right. I don't want to put too much. Right, so already, just by with that being black, I think it gives it a little bit more of a sort of finished, maybe a bit more of a classy look. I've been looking at the Armorino, which is like Venetian plaster, that sort of stuff, but it's very expensive. So we're trying to do this not cheap, not on the cheap, but you know, obviously there's a bit of a budget to this. So that looks not bad like it is. So I'll just let that dry a bit, and then we'll try and get a bit of that gold spray on it and see if we can sort of highlight some of the higher spots, start making it look like something. Right, I'll come back to you when I'm ready for that bit. So this was the second sample board I made up. I wasn't as keen on that one. I thought it just looked a bit more like Artex, but there's some pits in it. I flicked some water in it that would give it some pitted effect to make it look a bit more natural. So I'm going to paint that one as well and do the same with that. Right, there's the second one. Now let's let that dry as well. So just while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'll just have a cup of tea. And I did something the other day I've never really done before. So I went to look at a decorating job last week. Quite a lot of work in a fairly decent sized house. I think it was like one, two, might have been like about 4 bedrooms to do, a downstairs toilet, the whole of the hall stairs and landing, about 9 or 10 doors, big open plan kitchen, utility room off of it. And I went and looked at it, and I didn't want the job, if I'm honest. It was big job, and I'm getting a little bit bored of decorating lately. I want to do a bit more plastering, so I've got a load of plastering coming up. But I just thought this job is going to be quite a lot of work here, so I thought, do I really want it? So what I did is something that is not really something I do. It's against my grain, but I really overpriced it, in my opinion, anyway. Put a big price in for it and thought that'll put them off because I didn't want it. Cool. So what did they do? They come back to me a couple of days later. Yeah, that's great. We'd like to go ahead with that. So now I'm stuck with it, really. Makes me think I should have put more on it. I don't know how my pricing system compares to everyone else. I try and work it out on a day rate that I want. And then that's how I price jobs. If I look at a big plastering job or painting job, I never get the tape measure out. I just look at it and I can break it down into days. And I'm usually pretty spot on. If I think something's going to take me 10 days, it usually will take me about 10 days. I'm quite good at working out how much I can do per day. So I priced this job up, and I priced it for a decent day rate, and then I put more on top. And even just as I was about to send the quote, I looked at it, I thought, no, I'll stick another couple of £100 on that, just get a bit more, which I did. And then they've come back and they want it. So I've got not moaning at all, really not moaning. But it was it's a lot of decorating, and I know it's going to be really. I can't film it. I mean, that's part of the reason is now I'm doing these YouTube videos. I'm always looking for something that I can film that might be a bit of interest, because obviously, doing YouTube, although I'm doing it for fun, I'm doing it to gain subscribers. So whenever I can, I'm always looking to do something that's of interest and something that might spur people on to subscribe. So if I've got about 3 or 4 weeks of just painting walls and painting ceilings, there's not a lot I can really film in that, and that's how my mind's working now. You know, I'd rather do something else. I'd rather start unblocking drains or fixing roofs, or just do something a little bit more interesting. Anything other than painting walls, but it's all money, so I can't complain. So, I mean, that's not the reason I took this on. The reason I took this on is because this is for family. So, you know, I mean, again, I'm interested in doing new things. Although I've been doing this work for years and years, I'm never shy of doing something new. I always want to keep learning. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's just, you know, if I'd wanted that job, I wouldn't have got it. Because I don't want it, I've got it. I also looked at another ceiling to take down and put up as well, fairly big ceiling. And I don't think I overpriced it, but I made sure I got myself a good day rate on that. I've put the price in for that. Haven't heard nothing back yet. Fingers crossed we will, because that will be a good one. That's only about 3 days work, but it's 3 quite hard days work, but it's only 3 days work, so I won't get too bored there. Right, well, this is starting to look a bit dry now. So what I was thinking of doing on this, because I've got this little can of gold, but I don't really just want to spray it on there. What I might do is spray some of this gold paint on the back of this sponge, and then just give it a little yabba dabba do on there, and we'll see how that goes. Right, I can't wait any longer. I'm too excited. So this gold paint is like a solvent based stuff, so I don't want that on my hands. So I shall put a pair of turtles on. That's it. I don't want to spray it too much because there's not a lot of ventilation here. So anyway, I'll just put a little bit on this sponge, and I'll just start off on, I'll do that top corner first. Actually, this might not even, oh, that's that. Get it a bit random. That want to drag? Bit of a twist. I don't know. That's it, I think. Now, remember, this is my first attempt, so be kind. I think that's gone on a bit heavy. Looking in the camera, it just looks like blobs. It's not so bad. What's that look like? What does that look like there? Nah, that looks fucking awful. Right. Too much gold on that. That has got too much gold. Looking in the camera of what I can see, you're going to see, it's them blobs look like they're really on their own, but doesn't look as bad to the eye. But I'm going to paint it again, start again. See what we get there. Right, bear with me. Here's one I made earlier. Right, so this again is a heavier texture. I'm just going to see what it does with a very, like a, don't know what I'm doing really. Let's give that a go. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh no, it's too heavy. Right, see what you think of this. Does that look luxurious? I think that's what we're going for, that luxe. Everyone likes the word luxe. This isn't just any plasterboard. This is M&S plasterboard. I quite like that. Although that was the texture I didn't like when it was just filler. Now it's a bit of a black and gold. I quite like that. You won't believe that. That's good, isn't it? Bit of plasterboard adhesive, bit of black paint and a bit of gold spray. Now wouldn't that look great all over a big wall in a shop? Maybe I found a new calling. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? No thumbs down. Right, anyway, that looks alright. I'm going to try the next one like that now. Right, let's try that same effect on this one. Can you see what it is yet, mate? I know I shouldn't be doing that impression. Anyway, let's get on with a bit of this. Let me open the door a bit because I'm going to drop down, I think. Right, board number 2. Now that looks even better, I think, with the gold on it. I'm quite liking that. Let me put them side by side. We'll have a look. So there we go. That's the first one, which is a bit more of a fuller finish. And there's a second one with that sort of knockdown dash or skip trail finish that they call it. I prefer that one. I think that looks really nice, that. So I could do that at a multi-finish. It wouldn't be a problem to achieve that with multi-finish. I'm going to do more, but this is just literally my first 2. So there we have it. There's them 2, and I'm quite impressed with them, really. Not, you know, to be honest, not a lot of skill involved in it. It's just simple stuff, but I just think it looks really good. I think that's a lovely effect. I really like that one. For what they want it for, you know, if it's going in a commercial place, I really like that. It's so easy to, I could do that all day, every day. I'm going to try this similar thing, but I'm going to get a bag of HP12, like a one coat render, like a base coat, and do that again. So it might give it more of like a gritty, sort of more natural, stony, rocky effect. So we'll give that a go. But I haven't been past a shop to get that, so I'm hoping I've got to pop to the builders merchants for some timber tomorrow. So I'm hoping they'll have a bag of that in there, and then I can continue with this little series in the garage, and then I'll let you know what the customer thinks as and when I show them to him, and then if he wants to go ahead with it, there should be a nice couple of videos there of me doing the inside of this gents hairstylist. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I may see you again tomorrow. It depends what I get up to as regards to fitting this door or not, but I will film myself fitting the door because it's just another bit of content. Anyway, see you later all.